Hello, everybody, and welcome to your December energy update. I am really excited about this month. I'm excited to share these messages with you. There's so much energy coming through right now. I've really had to kind of ground in. And it's funny because I was kind of feeling really tired. We've had a really crazy week. We moved houses. I'm in a new space and I had to go on a little road trip for an appointment that I had. So it's been kind of a whirlwind and I'm feeling really tired, but I really wanted to get this energy update for you guys out. And all of a sudden the energy shifted because I'm just vibing high with this energy update. So it's really funny when you learn how to connect with energy and channel is when you can feel one way one moment and you can shift your energy so quickly when you go to tap in to connect, can really lift your frequency. I have the Activate Your Channel, Intro to Channeling while we're talking about it. It is a self-paced on-demand course. You guys, people are having incredible breakthroughs and experiences with this. I am really excited about this course. It's been something that I had put my heart and soul into, and just to hear all of your experiences for those of you who are in it, I just love hearing about it and the powerful breakthroughs and experiences you're having. If you haven't joined yet, you can join. The link is in the show notes. It's on demand. You can join at any time. You can take it as fast or slow as you want. I will be bringing people together. I feel really strongly called to bring people together in community. And so there's going to be a live Q&A. I'm going to set the date for that very soon. Another thing is my December calendar is now open, so you can book your one-on-one channel guidance sessions for 30 or 60 minutes. Link is in the show notes. And another announcement is I feel really strongly called to do a channeling event this month, a group event, a channeling event, a little workshop. There's a really big theme coming through for it that I will share. I'm just kind of trying to figure out what dates. I think it's going to be in the second week of December or right before Christmas after the solstice. Let's get into this energy update. This energy feels really big. You guys, December has been shown to me as a really big month for a long time. We have the 12/12. We have the solstice. We have Christmas, which feels really big. I've been seeing and been shown that Christmas and this year, it feels really significant for many of you for this 12/12 and the solstice this month. There's a lot of really big energies. And I really began to connect with this energy of December back in November. And when I first connected I was really getting this feeling like divine magic. I was feeling divine magic. It's all coming together. A lot of hope and renewal and this energy of wishing upon a star type of vibe. And I was really feeling this shower of stars and codes and blessings. It feels really golden, but a really crystalline frequency. But there's the shower of blessings, shower of stars, shower of codes, shower of energy. And it was really giving me this feeling of this 944 energy. So whenever I see the number 944, it makes me really feel like God is in charge, source is in charge. The shifts taking place are beyond what you could even fathom. The shifts happening are brought on by source consciousness, by God consciousness, right? It's this feeling of kind of watch for the shift, that magic and miracles are possible when I see 944. So I really feel this feeling of magic is manifesting, wishing upon a star. This quote that came to me the other day when I was sitting, I was downloading, I was channeling, and I got this message of, what if your desires were waiting for you to finally feel worthy to receive them? What if it was all there waiting for you to rise up and finally feel worthy? Because we are really in the season, December is the season of miracles. And we are really being asked to raise our worth, raise our energy, raise our frequency to finally feel worthy of receiving all that wants to come your way. So I wanted to share that message with you guys to sort of sit and feel with that energy of what that means for you. What would it feel like if it wasn't about doing? It was more about raising your energy to finally feel worthy of receiving all that wants to come your way. There's a lot of hope. There's a lot of renewal energy. I feel a lot of social energy as well, kind of blending a bit of social energy with solitude and receiving these information and creative energy. What's really coming through is this this feeling of being pulled deeper into your heart. to really come out of the mind just trying to figure it out, the mind trying to trick you, the mind trying to strategize, figure everything out. And it's asking you to come at things with your heart instead of your mind. And this is really a message going into 2026 is when you really come at things from your heart and out of your head, out of the overthinking, is when you can shift the energy of any situation or experience. So and this is really kind of how we're being asked to move in this new paradigm stepping into 2026 is we are able to shift the frequency of the space. We are not victims of the experience. We are not victims of the space, but we are able to actually hold our energy a lot better, our fields, our boundaries, and therefore as frequency holders, you're able to shift the energy of the experience or of the room you're in. And that is where this magnetism is really coming alive. A lot of you, and they really want me to do an event on this, is like your layers have been releasing to reveal your true soul's light, your true soul frequency, your deep divine remembrance, and this magnetism that is coming forward for you. Your energy is completely different. You've changed. You're in a different energy. You're in a different frequency. Therefore, things have changed. You are not in that old energy anymore. And so when we come at it from the heart before you do anything. Maybe you're doing something uncomfortable. Maybe you're in a situation that's uncomfortable, whatever it may be. It might not even be about being uncomfortable in any way. But when we are really able to, shift the frequency and change the energy of the things or the way that we look at things. And when you drop into your heart and get out of the overthinking, get out of the mind, get out of the tricks, and we really drop into our hearts, that is where we can change the energy of the space we're in. We can change the energy of the direction of where we're going. We can change the energy of ourselves. And the way that we look at things is when we really drop into our heart and remember just how powerful you are to shift the energy. You are a powerful master manifester. And this month is really about taking that aligned action and coming at it from your heart, not your mind, not trying to figure it all out, leaving things up to surprise and miracles and magic and synchronicity. Like you can't think your way through things. And that is where we have to remain open. This energy this month is asking you for openness. It's asking you to open up your mind. We cannot be open to solutions or new things or magic if we are in our heads, if we're blocking off what is coming towards us by overthinking, by trying to figure it all out. We have to kind of drop into stillness and mindfulness and be open to the way in which the universe can work and the way magic can come at you, right? Magic can manifest. It is that hope. It's that wishing upon a star. It's like, it's being in that energy. And when you feel into that frequency of that, how does that feel when you feel into your body, like that wishing upon a star energy? How does that elevate your frequency out of your current experience or frequency, like your energy of like when you're open to things rather than trying to figure it out or saying it's not possible or it's taken this long or it's been this way? Like, yes, there's truth to that, but that is not the way that we're stepping into this new energy. We're already in this new energy in 2025, like December 2026, like December is a new energy. It's not waiting till January. It's actually being here now. But that is where we're being asked to be, is it's this feeling of when you go into that feeling, right? And that's the feeling that you want to be in more than the thinking, right? We want to feel into like, what would that feel like if I woke up tomorrow and something came into my reality, or I got a message or a random call or an experience, or like literally things came in out of nowhere. And that is the feeling that you want to be in. Is you want to stay in that energy, stay in that frequency of things can shift so quickly in this new energy. And that brings me back into like, watch for going into an old story, watch for going into an old identity, an old template, an old story that you keep telling yourself. Really watch for that. We really want to remove ourselves from the old story, the old identity, the old template. We don't want to keep dropping into that because this is the month to rise above. You are no longer that is no longer your truth. That old story, what has been up until now, is no longer part of your truth. It's no longer your story. It's not the truth of your new experience. We have to watch to dip back into that. And if you're dipping into it, rise above really quickly. You don't want to stay in it in this month. You want to be unattached. You want to be free. You want to be in that frequency that I was sharing with you of openness, of possibility, of magic, of like wishing upon a star, and sit in that energy because it's a frequency shift thing, right? It's about us putting ourselves into that frequency of magic. The final threads are releasing. There's a lot of flow wanting to come through, a lot of direction. Specifically, these final threads are releasing within the first week leading up before 12/12. Like 12/12 feels like this time period up to 12/12 or before. Specifically, the first week of December is where these final threads are releasing. And it's leading to flow, because flow and direction want to happen. Closing out old portals. I feel like a lot of you, your soul, it's like happening on a soul level. Your soul is busy, like closing out all these old portals and preparing for what is coming through, what is happening. It's like closing out all these old portals, and it's like really busy. It's like zipping around, closing these portals. Don't need that. Don't need this anymore. Don't need that experience. We've learned that. And it's this zipping around energy, almost like fairy-like energy. And we are now opening up new portals. I feel like a lot of you, stay tuned, who are feeling that, stay tuned for my group event. We're going to do a big activation around this as well. So they're sharing with me. So we are closing out old portals because new portals are opening. We're opening new portals. And I feel like a lot of you are gaining clarity or have gained clarity around what stays and what goes. So there's a lot of taking inventory, a lot of reflection, taking inventory. What's yours? What's not yours? What has never been yours? We're not going to take on other people's stuff anymore. So really being clear about, what am I allowing into my field? What have I been allowing into my field? What is not mine to take on? What's not my responsibility? That is really clear. And what am I no longer available for? Be very clear and state your claim of what you're no longer available for, what you are available for. Because again, coming into the heart, what I shared earlier is you are setting the stage. You are setting the frequency for how things happen. And it's through that powerful intention and declaration that you can share. So be very clear. Anyone or anything trying to weigh you down, trying to get under your skin, holiday season, all of that, anything trying to weigh you down, the energy is being clipped. It's like this clipping energy for like a balloon to rise above. Those like helium balloons where you clip the cord, you clip the energy to rise above. So this is where you really want to be like in that, that word that everybody's saying, that delusional energy, where you're just like, you're walking around, you're in that elevated frequency and paying no attention to negativity or the things trying to weigh you down. You're just staying in your energy. You're staying in your frequency. You're staying in that wishing upon a star kind of vibe. And even your own self. So when that old template, that old story comes in, it can feel really strong, it can feel very real, but we want to clip that and we're going to say no longer available for that story. We're not going into this new energy in that. So it's really funny because, we just moved and we also were staying in a hotel. And that feeling of like when you go, you move and you're like going into the rooms after you've lifted everything. You're making sure that you didn't forget anything. You're making sure that you're clearing out the corners. Important for you to clear out the corners of your home in your space. Just an FYI. Maybe putting some crystals in the corners, clearing out the corners of your space that holds a lot of old energy. So I get the feeling like, it just reminded me like when you're walking around and you're like, walking around in these old spaces and you left like the stuff that you like thought you needed, but you don't really want. And you realize like, oh, I'm just so over this. I'm getting rid of this. I don't need this. Like that's the feeling I'm getting. Or like when you go to a hotel, like we were just in a hotel and when you do that like final sweep of making sure you didn't leave anything behind, that's the feeling I get with December. And it's actually coming through joy and lightness. It's not through this like intensity that we've been experiencing. It's just like, okay, I'm just going to dust the corners. I'm going to finish off. I'm going to close out these old portals. I'm going to release these final threads that I don't need. And, it's like that triple checking of the hotel room before you leave. So to make sure you don't forget anything or leave anything behind, or just like throwing out the rest of the garbage that you don't need. It's sort of like lightness and remembering that we can release things through joy. And that's the feeling I'm getting, is like, there's this moment of like, okay, we've completed this. We are closing out this old portal, and it's happening through like your heart. It's happening through joy and like celebration, and not this like intense experience. It's just this like feeling of like, okay, I'm moving on. I've been in that. We're moving on from this experience. We're moving on from whatever it was. So, okay, openness. We really want to be open for new things to come in. Open your energy, open fields, open the energy. After clearing away these final little layers that are clearing, the final little threads, specifically again within the first week or two, like up until 12, new solutions can't come in if we are not open. If we're focusing on the problem, that's the old story. If that's us being in our minds, we're not in our hearts. If we're focusing on the problem, we cannot be open to new solutions. Okay. And we want to open up our minds to new possibilities, opening new doors. And it happens like the opening of new doors and the opening of new portals is happening literally when you least expect it. You're not supposed to know. You're not supposed to expect. You're not supposed to know when this comes in. You're not supposed to know. And that's where the mind tries to figure it out, and that's where we block it off. Not blocking off, because you can't block off what's for you, but it's when we create unnecessary pain and frustration for ourselves, or we close off our energy from ideas that want to come through. That solution wants to come through for you. That next step wants to come through for you. But when you're trying to figure it out, or you're focusing on what hasn't happened or the problem, this can't come in, right? New solutions can't come in if we're overthinking. That's where we want to get into quieting of the mind, and don't let the mind trick you anymore. Don't let that old story in. We don't need that anymore. So if you need to, go be out in nature, go do something to shift your energy, because you want to be in openness this month. You want to have an open energy. There's a powerful energy that is coming forward when you finally are in a place where you're driving that train forward. You're no longer trying to convince others. You're no longer trying to convince others to get on board that train. You are just going anyway. You're going on that train, and whoever comes, whoever doesn't come, you don't need to convince anymore. And that's where I feel like this sense of power is coming from, this new sense of power where you're no longer trying to convince others of your worth or how powerful or whatever it is. You're no longer trying to convince people. You know you're powerful, and you are driving that train. You're not wasting your time trying to get people to come on board on train, trying to get people to love you or whatever it may be, to convince you of people in any way. But this train, you're getting on that train and you're going, and it's taking you somewhere. It's taking you to a new place. It's taking you to a new level. You know you're powerful now. And that's where I get this feeling like there's a new sense of power coming forward. You're no longer subconsciously or consciously holding yourself back. You are going for it. Even if you don't know where that train's leading you, you're going for it, because the next step and the next step is appearing. So much magic. There's so much signs, so much synchronicities happening this month, but you are going for it. And you're not trying to convince people. You're not looking to see who's on board or coming on board. You're driving that train forward. You're not slowing yourself down anymore. So that's this feeling of like, your power, your worth now. You're not trying to convince people in any way. I'm getting the feeling like there's a lot of really big energy upgrades happening. These big energy upgrades are beginning to land, and there's a really big magnetism to you, a really big energy that's in your aura. Maybe you can't see it, maybe you do, but there's something new to you in your auric field, your energy field. So I feel like there's something new to you, and this is really the soul frequency. So if you're feeling this, you should listen to when I'm going to be doing this event. But there's a new energy to your aura. There's something new to you that's becoming visible. It's being seen. It's an expansion. It's this golden magnetic field. After clearing away these final little layers and these threads, your energy has shifted and it's becoming more noticeable. People notice that shift. Even you yourself might notice that shift within yourself when these big energies start to land, they integrate, they click. I'm really feeling like there's a new visibility to you. There's a new energy to you, and you have changed. You are different. Your energy field is different. It's completely new, which I've been really seeing with a lot of clients. A lot of people is like their soul's true frequency is coming forward. Their energy is different. They're in a new energy. When I connect to someone's soul, I'm seeing like, wow, you've evolved. Like your energy, your soul has shifted into a new energy. And it's really cool to see how much people have shifted. And this energy is really becoming noticeable. It's really beginning to click. You're different. You're new. You've been through so much. We've cleared out so much. There's something that has been ignited within you and is being ignited for you. And there's a new sense of self that's rising. I'm feeling a lot of new guides coming through. And these new guides are coming forward to speak and show you a new way, because there's a new way, a new paradigm coming forward for 2026. And they're coming in. A lot of them are really fun and playful, but really mean business. They're like, hey, there's a level of focus and a new way of doing things that is needed for this new level that you're stepping in. A lot of new guides coming through. They're really celebrating you. Yeah. Wow. They're really high frequency, really high vibrational. So, they're coming forward to speak to you. They're coming forward to show you a new way. I really feel like, again, there's a lot of energy has shifted into the end of the month and into Christmas. Like this 12/12 solstice are really big this year. They feel like really big key moments. This unveiling of new talents, of new gifts, of new ways. Like I get this feeling of coming out of the cave after a long time of solitude, beginning to find your people is really coming forward. And a message for this month is reserving the right to say no. Your creative energy, this new energy, not everybody needs access to your energy. Your creative energy requires that this to be used in the right places, right? So trusting your intuition, I feel like you're trusting your intuition. You're beginning to see results of all of this coming forward. I do feel like a lot of new people are coming in. After like clearing out this old, there's a lot of new people that are coming in, and really, I just feel like there's such a new energy, and these guides are coming forward really strongly. And they're like, they say that you've worked with them before in other lifetimes, and they're coming forward now, and they're of a higher energy. Really cool. Like I feel like there's going to be a need to sit in their energy and sit in the energy. So a bit of a mix of like receiving and creating and this creative energy coming forward, and also this like more social energy that's coming up. So there's this energy of really finding that thing that clicks, really, or releasing that thing that creates the shift. You're finding that thing. So there's a little bit of either trying new things or tweaking things that you've been done. Like it's like a lot of flow wants to happen this month. And I'm really feeling that there's a little bit of tweaking happening. There's a lot of shifting and tweaking the way that you do things, tweaking the way that you show up, trying new things even, but tweaking that thing to find the right flow. Letting yourself flow without attachment. This is the moment where a lot clicks. You're finding that thing that clicks. And again, it's like final threads releasing to create that flow and direction. Flow wants to happen for you this month. You are going to be finding your flow, finding that thing, either health, wealth, new routines, or maybe the way that you're showing up or the way that you're running things, or trying something that works. So it's that new health thing, the new workout routine, whatever it may be, even wealth, like there's like wealth, it's finding that thing, tweaking that thing that clicks. So I feel like you're going to really, they keep saying like that, finding that thing is that Lauryn Hill song that they keep playing, finding the thing that clicks, releasing that thing that creates the shift, to trying a new way, because I feel like a lot of you are doing things from an old way, and you're able to do it, like you're ready to do it from a new thing, or maybe this new opportunity is coming forward, like you're ready for it. And it's just like tweaking the way, little tweaks that shift everything. And so I feel like it's discovering the gold that clicks, finding that thing that clicks in whatever thing that you've been working for or working towards, whatever it may be. It's like you're going to be discovering the gold. So I feel like there's a lot of synchronicities and signs that are going to be revealed to you. You're going to be able to decode what these things mean. Things are going to make sense. So follow the synchronicity, follow the flow, follow the signs, because it's like really, you're going to be able to decode the universe and the way that the universe is speaking to you. Things are going to start to make sense. Things are going to come together. And just to really finish this off is just feeling and opening your energy for this like shower of blessings, even like this gold energy, this gold codes. I feel like star codes, just opening your energy, because there's a shower of blessings coming your way. I feel like this renewal, hope, again, wishing upon a star. It feels like divine magic. And this is where a lot of it really comes together for you in ways that you couldn't even imagine, in ways that you least expect it. When you're not trying to focus on the thing, and the lack of the thing is when we can open up to magic. We open up to the new energy, the new way of doing things. So it does feel like a lot of divine magic, a lot of new things coming your way. So I hope that you enjoyed this energy update. I have a lot of new guided meditations and activations in my online store that you can, and just stay tuned for that group event. And if you want to book a one-on-one session with me, you can book it in the show notes. My December calendar is now up. And I hope that you enjoyed this episode and this energy update. If you could leave a comment, subscribe, share with a friend. I really appreciate you all. So hope you have a wonderful month, and I'll speak to you in the next episode.